What's up, family? We back with our reviews. Another episode. Today we reacting to this video that I keep seeing on my Facebook page. So now I gotta react to it. It's just the perfect time. It makes perfect sense. Perfect timing. So we about to react to this video. Okay. I know we gotta roll up. It's about that time. React to this video. About to get it. Let's get it.
These pizzas got me saying, Fan favorites? New favorites? A little bit of heat? A little bit of everything, no matter what you're craving. Come on, say it with me now.
Dom, Minnows.
Welcome to Survivor 50, the greatest adventure. Hey, come here, kid. Come here, buddy. Come here, come here, come here, come here.
On January 26, 2024, a family of five, a father, a mother, their 20-year-old son, and two young children under the age of 5, were living a normal day
What's
inside
up,
their
whoever
home
on
on
the Facebook?
94th Avenue Northwest in Coon Rapids, Minnesota, completely unaware of what was coming their way, as a navy blue Nissan Altima pulled up outside, and 3 suspects stepped out, 2 of them dressed in UPS-style uniforms, pretending to be delivery workers while secretly planning a robbery. A plan that would, within minutes, explode into a brutal encounter that would shock the entire community.
Our coverage is brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. A crash, a fall, a serious injury that changes everything. If it wasn't your fault, why should you settle for less? Insurance companies often push low offers.
Why is
Quick
this
checks
in the
that
middle
barely
of the
cover
video,
bills.
bro?
But Morgan & Morgan knows what real justice looks like. They've helped recover billions for injury victims nationwide, including cases where payouts were 30 or 40
Like,
times
what do
higher
this
than
gotta
what
do with
insurers offer.
anything?
If you're injured because of someone else's negligence, you deserve to be paid. With over 1,000 attorneys across all 50 states, help is always nearby, and you can start it right on your phone. There's no cost to get started, and if they don't win, you don't pay. Your case could be worth far more than you think. You can go to forthepeople.com/MidwestCrime or scan our QR code on screen from your phone's camera now to see if you have a case.
This exclusive video was first obtained by Midwest Crime and has never been seen by the public before.
And people like this is exactly why. And people like this is exactly why when I was delivering for Amazon, some motherfuckers was looking at me crazy. One time, I was delivering a package, and I heard the girl in the background. It was a neighbor. I heard her say, "Did you have a package coming today?" Basically questioning if I was a real Amazon worker or not. So it's people like this that fuck it up for the real people. And when do UPS ever send two people? When is one dude at least gonna stay in the truck? Or are they gonna be moving something big? Like, they ain't even moving this.
One of the victims steps out, apparently completely unaware the delivery is a setup.
Ain't no big dog here. Ain't no big dog here. Not yet. Hey, sit down. Come on. Don't move. Don't move. Move your hand. Move your hand. Move your hand. Open your hand. Move like that.
Then what type of robbery is this? Like, did y'all even know that they had anything, or y'all just doing this to
The
random
home
people?
security camera captures the third suspect come up the driveway after he's waved in by the other men.
Una pistola, mijo. Tienen una pistola, amigo. Dos morenos.
Probably watch the film.
Yes, please. Don't do anything, please. Oh.
The mother managed to call 911, leaving the line open so dispatchers could hear what was happening as the chaos unfolded.
911, this is the emergency.
Watch the dispatcher. They be acting so dumb.
I know. Hey, Mario Alberto, come on with the money, man.
Okay, ow! Ow!
Give me the money.
Okay.
I'm gonna smack out you.
Please don't. I will give you whatever you
Don't
want.
give me the money then.
Okay, that's all.
Come on. You get you know
Oh
what
my God.
up.
I'm getting up.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna smack out your son.
Oh, okay, I'm going.
Come on in.
Okay.
All right, where the money? Go get it. Get it. Go get it.
It's right here.
Get it. Come on, open it.
Ah!
Don't move. Hurry up. Just hold it. Sit down.
Not, bro, the kids trying to help any way they can.
Open it. Where is that? This ain't all the man. You finna play with it, so I see I got it on file, man.
No, please
Okay.
don't. That's all the money we have.
This ain't nothing.
That's all we have.
Okay.
Ow!
All right,
Ow! It's all we have. Oh my God! It's all we have. Oh my God! No! Oh my God! No! It's all we have. Oh my God!
With no mercy, one of the intruders turns on the father, 39-year-old Mario Alberto Trejo Estrada, and a single shot to the head ends his life in the entryway of the home.
No, that's because that this dude right here,
I have money for you.
the dude in the orange vest, he can't control that dude. Even he ain't know what he was doing. When they first got there, he ain't know what he was doing. So think about it, like, you already scared on the lick, and then somebody like trying you. That's probably why he killed him. He probably really didn't want to kill him. They had a rookie with him on the lick, basically.
Oh my God! No! It's all we have. Oh my God!
With no mercy, one of the intruders turns on the father, 39-year-old Mario Alberto Trejo Estrada, and a single shot to the head ends his life in the entryway of the home.
Where are my babies? I have money for you. Where are my babies? Where are my babies? I have money for you.
The terrifying footage continues as the intruders turn their violence toward the mother and her 20-year-old son, all while the two young children are still in the home. The victim.
And that's only because that rookie dude, if the rookie dude would have never shot dude, once he shot them, they felt like they had to leave no witnesses. So they just started shooting everybody. And once you already here, and she opened the safe, and there's not no money in there for real, not what you was expecting. So you already sick, and then he killed him. So they had no choice, basically. It's a fucked up situation.
Victims are later identified as 42-year-old Shannon Patricia Youngworth and her son, 20-year-old Jorge Alexander Reyes Youngworth. Leaving the two young children in a state of unimaginable trauma, the intruders rushed to destroy evidence before fleeing the scene, unaware that nearly every moment of their crime had already been captured on camera.
And where the fuck is the cops? Well, they called the cops
Meanwhile,
how long ago?
inside the home, a heartbreaking act of bravery unfolds. The older child, despite being just a toddler himself, pulls his little sibling away, shielding them from the sight of their mother on the floor. A moment of pure innocence and instinct, leaving investigators and everyone who later watched this footage stunned. Just minutes later, officers arrive at the house after being dispatched to the 911 call placed by the mother, unaware of what they are about to walk into.
Police department! I heard kids screaming in there. Police department! 4King09, give us the channel for now. I got a male down on the ground. I got blood.
Can I have the police? Police department!
Hey, come here, kid. Come here, buddy. Come here, 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 come here. Yep. I think they're dead. Come here. There's another kid. Come here, buddy. Come here. There's another kid. Come here, buddy. So he's through the kitchen. Hey, buddy! I can see his diaper now. He's a little closer. No, he's pretty far in there. You see his diaper? See it on the ground.
I can't see past it.
And they still scared.
Yep. Stay with the kid for now. We're gonna get you another kid here in a second. Hey, buddy, come here. Come here, bud. Come here, bud. Kyle, cover me. Hey, buddy, come here. Come here, bud. Come here, bud. Kyle, cover me. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Come here. I need you to come with me.
We're trying to get the kid out.
Come here, bud. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come here. Come here.
I got candies. Come on.
Come here. Come here. It's okay.
Bro, like
It's
a
okay.
predator.
Come here.
Talking about you got candy.
Come here, kiddo. Come here, kiddo.
Walking
Come here.
1309, you've got two more cars coming to the area. 31.
Come here, bud.
Palmer's
Candy.
Brazilian Cocoa Cream. Tightens and tones in as little as 2 weeks.
This is what Free Palestine means to Hamas. Blink and get more with new 2K Plus Smart Security.
Hey.
With Blink 2K Plus, get set up in minutes to see every detail in crisp 2K
This how you know they
video.
be listening, y'all.
Get
Y'all
voice
see that
cancellation
commercial?
for clearer two-way talk.
Hey.
Oh, hey, perfect timing.
Get wireless power for up to 2 years of battery life. Plus, with smart
Bro, I
detection,
just
you
bought
always
this.
know who's
How
there.
y'all know I just bought this?
Plug in or battery powered.
No way it's
Blink
the
2K
same
Plus
exact
and get
brand.
more with smart security.
Yeah, he
for
talking about I
less.
got candy. You weird, bro.
After rescuing the two young
Like, that's
children,
the way you think about
officers were
getting
faced with a
kids?
horrifying scene. 3 victims, each killed by a gunshot wound to the head. The house was immediately secured,
you do that
and
too
investigators
often,
began
bro.
meticulously collecting evidence, including physical items and surveillance footage from cameras throughout the home, in an effort to identify the perpetrators. The navy blue Nissan Altima was traced to 39-year-old Alonzo Pierre Mingo, who was arrested later that day after being spotted leaving his Fridley residence. Further investigation, including home surveillance, DNA evidence, and cell phone records, led law enforcement to the 2 other suspects, brothers Omari Malik Shumpert and Demetrius Trenton Schumpert, both of whom were arrested shortly thereafter. All the evidence, from security footage to forensic and digital data, pointed directly to the Schumpert brothers, who had tried to cover their faces, leading straight to the interrogations.
Do you know the incident I'm talking about?
Look at his head, though.
Okay. You had no idea.
Look at his head.
I know that somebody got locked up.
His shit is fucked up. His shit like balding in the middle. His shit got lumps on the side. His shit is fucked up.
Who got
somebody as a name that you saying?
And he got a long ass jar head.
Who got locked up?
The name that you said? You said somebody's name Alonzo or something like that.
Okay. And you know Alonzo?
Yeah, a little bit. I know of him.
Okay. You knew more of just.
You're done.
Right.
As soon as you said that, you're done. I mean, they already knew, but
To Chicago.
you just gave them more than what they.
I'll say yeah.
I won't. Don't. You know. Somewhat of the same level of respect, right?
Yeah, but
we do
something like you said way back, like basically like friends, anything like that.
I ain't gonna lie, it'd be rare for people.
Right.
It'd be rare to see a video like somebody go in the investigation room and they could keep themselves composed. Like all his body language, him tensing up with his shoulders, they looking at all that. Like it's really hard. Like if you do a crime, you better have your story straight. You gotta keep your body language smooth. Your words gotta make sense. You can't say was or did. Like you gotta, it gotta be on point, man.
That was already put on the news. It already showed Alonzo shooting a person. Okay. I don't know if I explained it.
Yeah, look at him. Look at him. Why you doing all that? You tweaking. Now you trying to check your nails after itching your forehead.
No, but I was saying you can't tell me about that because I heard about it. The whole world know about it.
Sure.
That's everywhere you go at work. And you heard about what happened? Somebody got killed in Coon Rapids. 4-5 people. How many more people got killed? I don't know.
Okay.
So what I do?
You were there.
Wasn't there.
You were.
Wasn't there.
I mean, you're probably not going to take my word for it or anything, but I'm not lying to you. I'm not making stuff up. We had the pull camera. Well, we did. Somebody had a pull camera in the house. When we see you pull up.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. There's cameras everywhere.
Walk up to the
Who
house.
would think it's people in their neighborhood that don't play about their neighborhood. For somebody to have a camera all the way up there on that pole, they don't play about their neighborhood. Some people really not playing. You going to jail. We got you. You caught. Why is you doing crime? Except hustling. That's the only crime we support is hustling.
You had a mask on.
Besides that,
we're still able to tell it's you.
With a mask
you're
on.
going to jail.
Okay. And then who'd you wave on?
I didn't wave nobody.
You're sitting in the car and you waved him on.
You said I was sitting in the car?
No, he was sitting in the car. The third person was sitting in the car and you waved him on.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know who that was. I don't know who that was with no mask on, but it showed it wasn't me. You ain't actually.
It's crazy though, because them the only people I ever see be able to go in an investigation room and keep themselves composed. They really did this shit, but they can make it seem like they didn't do shit.
You know I was there already, right? That what you said?
I do. But if you were saying you're somewhere else, you tell me where you were, who you talked to, and I'll follow up with them and rule you out. That's only fair, right?
That's crazy. You say on the 13th?
The 26th. January 26th.
I know I wasn't there. I wasn't at nobody else. I wasn't at nobody's house.
Okay. We go in a crime scene, the whole 9 yards. You're touching your face. You're hitting the.
Can I see?
Yeah, I'll grab them.
You said I'm hitting what?
You're touching your face. You had a mask on. Yeah. You're touching your face. You're touching the lizard cage. You're touching your face. You're touching different areas. You're breathing through the mask. Okay. We're getting to the point of the evidence is mounting up so high, it's hard to get out. Okay.
Basically, he just told you left fingerprints everywhere. You touched everything for no reason.
Ain't no big dog, is it?
What?
Ain't no big dog, is it?
What do that mean?
Ain't no big dogs, is it? Not yet.
He played that all smooth though.
Why would I say it? What do that mean?
That's what you said when you were there. And you also have a very distinct voice.
I don't say nothing like that. I don't know what that means. What do that mean?
Oh, that's just what you said when you're walking up and you're talking
Why
to
would you
him.
want me to say it?
But bro playing, he playing it a little smooth. He ain't doing like
So I can compare it to what I heard in the video. Right?
I'm not gonna say
worse.
nothing.
Okay. I'm just saying.
You saying you knew I was there already, so why you want me to say it?
Well,
anything.
I can say that you were there all day. And I can prove that you were there, and I can prove what happened because
you can prove I was there. Sure.
Yeah, because everything is on video, man.
26. Yeah, the 26. That's the 26. That's the day I couldn't go to work because I had my baby with me.
Okay.
And help and my baby mama, she wasn't trying to come
stuttering?
and I didn't go to work on that day.
Okay. Where were you?
I was in the house.
Is that what you're gonna go with? That's what you're gonna stick with? You were never at the house or anything?
No, I wasn't at the house. I see the photos that you got.
Yeah, I can get you still photos of it. Doing good? You still want me to get warm water or cold water? Alright. Give you this one. You can grab it, you can hold it if you want.
I don't hold it.
You don't need to?
Is that supposed to be me? Or somebody else?
I know it's you.
There was tight.
I can pick off a couple more, but I don't know if that's going to convince you or not. But just so you know, I'm not lying to you.
I know you ain't lying.
On any of this. Okay?
All three suspects in the Coon Rapids triple homicide were indicted on multiple counts of first-degree murder.
Why is it a place called
Coon
Coon Rapids, though? I'm confused.
Alonzo Pierre Mingo, identified as the alleged gunman, was found guilty by a jury on multiple counts, including 4 counts of
Like,
first-degree
who get away
murder.
with this type of stuff?
In September 2025,
place
Mingo
called
was sentenced to
Coon
life in
Rapids.
prison without the possibility of parole. Demetrius Trenton Shumpert,
Stop
who
playing with me,
participated
dog.
as an accomplice in the robbery, was indicted on 6 counts of first-degree murder. Prosecutors sought an aggravated sentence against him, citing the particularly cruel treatment of the victims, the involvement of 3 or more active participants, and the fact that the crime occurred in the presence of 2 minor children. On November 20th, 2025, Demetrius Shumpert was found guilty on all counts of first-degree murder and faces the same mandatory life sentence
like
without the
Green
possibility
Goblin
of
in a
parole
way.
when he is sentenced in January of 2026. The third co-defendant, Omari Malik Shumpert, was convicted in December 2025 on 5 counts of first-degree murder, 3 counts of second-degree murder, and 2 counts of aggravated robbery. He is also scheduled to be sentenced in January 2026. For exclusive clips and behind-the-scenes content, join us on patreon.com/MidwestCrime.
What I'm saying, like fake Amazon driver.
This lady came.
I'm telling you,
this
these
lady
people
came-
crazy. And these people leaving bad things. When I was just working for Amazon, I'm telling you, a lady called her neighbor, like, did you have a package coming from Amazon? She's like, I could tell she said, yeah. But it's like she only questioning it because she questioning if I'm really supposed to be there or not. Like, y'all fucking the game up. We can't work in peace.
Tied up her hand, holding her child. I think someone took her other child.
She only knocked with a package, and she's waiting for some from Amazon for her baby girl.
Apparently, they walked to that bedroom because they knew that there was a baby. Like they were on like a mission. They like tied her up, went to the room, took the baby, and left.
They put her baby in the Amazon box.
Authorities rushed to a chaotic scene after
she
receiving
talk like
alarming
that, I'm not
reports that a
watching this
mother's
video.
7-month-old baby was taken by 2
Don't let her
individuals
talk
posing
no
as
more in the
Amazon
video,
delivery
please.
drivers. As the investigation unfolds, shocking discoveries bring them one step closer to uncovering the suspects, whose true identities they never saw coming.
A few months ago, he called her and she had mentioned that she could make money by selling a kid.
The following report is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen
got
before
6
until
views
now.
up.
Please
What's
note that
going
all
on?
persons
It's
charged with the
good.
crime are
Well,
presumed
we got
innocent
more
unless
views, but
and
we got
until
5
proven
views on
guilty in a
Facebook.
court
What's
of
up
law.
with the Facebook
In
views,
Federal
man?
Way, Washington, on
Thank you
February
for the like,
28,
whoever just liked.
2024,
Appreciate that.
officers began to receive multiple 911 calls from the Mariposa apartment complex, just 20 miles south of Seattle.
I had someone come to my door with a rag on her face, like a rag on her mouth and like a zip tie. And she just, I don't know, she told me that her daughter got lost and someone took her daughter. And
But they saying
I got scared. I was gonna get
something
kidnapped.
about the girl got proposed a proposal to sell the kid.
She was like playing around her.
Guys, wanted that fast money.
You know, she doesn't look injured. She's just crying, but she's saying that she lost her daughter.
Anybody around her?
No, I didn't. I just closed the door.
The dispatcher sends an officer to investigate, just as another call comes through.
We at Melrose Apartments, and I am a business guy. This lady came up to us, tied up her hands, holding her child. She's crying. She's very hysterical right now, and she's Spanish, so.
That she had a child also?
Yes, she was holding her daughter.
Thank you for whoever else liked the live. I appreciate it.
There's no, you don't see anybody with any weapons right now?
I think someone took her other child.
Is she able to tell you what happened?
She's speaking Spanish, so I don't understand it.
By the time the officer arrives at the
That is
scene,
crazy.
the victim's husband, who was out working as a food delivery driver during the attack, has also
You ain't
just
never,
arrived.
I ain't gonna lie,
Since
it
the
ain't that
victim
much
speaks
money in the
only
world
Spanish, a concerned
to
neighbor
sell your
steps in to
kid. I
translate,
don't know if that's what
allowing
happened,
the officer to grasp
but
the urgency of the situation.
selling your kid is crazy. Now, selling, being a donor or like a, what they call it? What's the word with the S? The people that have the kids for people. Being like getting paid to give your kid up in that type of situation is different. Because you literally signed up for that. Like that's what you got paid for in the first place. But to just give your kid away for some money is crazy.
She only knocked with a package and she was waiting for someone from Amazon for her baby girl. So she opened the door. She didn't like think anything of it. So as soon as she opened the door, she said the woman started to beat her and they ran into her kitchen for a knife. So they tied her up. They tied her. Sure they're gone? She said that she checked everywhere before
Surrogate.
she
Yep,
got out,
surrogate.
and she said she didn't see it. She didn't see anything in there.
I would definitely give my sperm to a random family for some money.
Several
Shit,
officers
y'all
head
gonna have
downstairs to the
y'all
victim's
kid gonna
apartment,
be dope.
performing a routine sweep.
Full head here. So shit, y'all gonna be good.
Hold on, just hold that. I just want to see if we can find this kid.
So
After
if it's
searching
any old
every
white
room,
couples
the
out there,
suspects and the missing baby are
or any
nowhere
couple
to be found.
need a kid,
Meanwhile, the neighbor continues to
need some
translate as the
sperm
victim
from me,
describes her
let me know.
attackers.
Tap in.
Oh, she said that the girl was wearing like a ski mask. It looked like a snow one, like the like the type that someone would go to like skiing. In her house. Yeah, inside her house. The man was tall. He had some sunglasses on.
Were you zip tied like this or like this? No.
And it kept going
So after she left, she kept running out. After the agents found her, she kept zip tied.
Oh, and they also taped her baby's mouth.
The baby that they took?
No, the little girl that he had.
A Spanish-speaking officer arrives at the scene and takes a more detailed statement from the mother before filling in the other officers on what he's learned.
I feel like all cops should know Spanish, no cap. Like they should have just certain cops for Spanish. I feel like cops should know. Like I know that's putting a lot on them. I still deal with my boy Prince. I know that's putting a lot on them, but I feel like they should know like the main language is at least the main little words, not exotic or nothing like that.
No idea why the picture. Has she been out anywhere or did they have followed her?
I had just reacted to that UPS video.
We wrote a bestseller. Time to adapt it into a blockbuster. Same story, bigger budget.
A diagnosis of ATTRCM can change how you envision your future. But the next step.
According to the victim, she only moved into the apartment 8 days ago, and no one but immediate family knew her address.
Where was the baby when
Your
they
family
went into the
did
apartment
it.
room?
What's your room as far as like?
They said they went right to the baby. Went right to the baby's room, took the baby.
Over visiting?
Only your family know where you live.
And they've only been there 8 days. It's so odd that they would know where to go.
Make
The
it make
attacker's
sense.
apparent knowledge of
Some,
exactly
somewhere,
where to go
some
inside the apartment
down
would
the
later prove
line,
to be a
it's
crucial clue in identifying
that story not
potential
making no
suspects.
sense.
In the meantime, as officers canvass the apartment complex, they locate a neighbor with a security camera and request access to the footage. At 8:23 a.m., a white sedan can be seen backing into the parking
Thank you
spaces
for the
just
like,
above
whoever.
the victim's downstairs apartment. The suspects remain inside the vehicle for nearly an hour as multiple people and maintenance workers pass close by. Finally, at 9:18 a.m., the suspects begin to emerge. Another neighbor in the complex would later describe seeing the suspects from her apartment.
I seen two people standing, one male with a blue jacket on and a baseball cap, and I seen a female with a gray puffy jacket and a beanie on and with a Corona mask on, and they both looked Mexican to me. And they were just standing at this apartment that I know that they shouldn't have been, and it looked really awkward to me. And then the lady was looking at me kind of crazy, and she had her phone in her hand, and it looked as if she was recording.
The male suspect is captured on camera retrieving an Amazon box from the back seat of the car. After that, both suspects vanish from view
They
for
probably
nearly
stole
20
the
minutes
package
before
too, just
reappearing
to
on
do
camera.
this.
I saw those same two people moving really fast to their car, holding a red bag that looks something like a Uber Eats bag to keep the food warm.
Almost like a cooler, like a Southside cooler.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the male is the one holding it, and the woman, she was really rushing to the car. She jumped in the passenger seat, and then the male, he went around the car. He was going to go to the back door, but for some reason, he didn't put the bag. Looked like he was going to put it in there, but he had a second thought for some reason and brought it up to the front.
Baby
And
probably
after
was
that, they
screaming his
got
ass off.
Although the baby's
Got me in
mother
a
initially
damn
recalled
bag.
the suspects placing her child inside the Amazon box, surveillance footage suggests they then transferred the baby into the bag. Who the suspects were and why they would take the child leaves officers grasping for answers.
They don't owe anyone money? They don't have any ill will to anybody?
Not that we're getting, at least at this point.
However, the baby's grandparents raise suspicions, forcing officers to consider the kidnapper may be closer to the family than they've yet to realize.
So he mentioned that this niece of his was very adamant about getting her address to send a gift. And it was so weird because she never reaches out to her. But then just now he said that a few months ago he called her and she had mentioned that she could make money by selling a kid. And that she was about making that money. And whose niece is this? His niece that lives in Miami.
According to the baby's grandfather, his niece Margie is the victim's cousin. The gift, intended to be a crib for the baby, was from her and her husband Vincent. With this new information, one officer heads over to speak to the baby's father.
Sir, did you get a phone call from a family member?
Hey, whoever watching this, it's not lagging, is it?
Could we see that phone number? Who is this? Who is this?
That's who's been calling them all morning.
What family member is that?
Okay, it's tu prima, cousin. She said now her suspicion is starting to go because they were gonna order her baby clothes.
Her baby clothes?
Yeah, the same girl. Yeah. So that's why she didn't think anything of it when she opened the Amazon package, and it's supposed to get here today.
Okay, thank you.
Where did they put the baby?
¿Qué se llevaron la bebé? ¿No en brazos? Sí, pero la bebé la echaron a la caja. They put her baby in the Amazon box. In the same box.
Bro, I hate her voice.
Her cousin.
No.
She doesn't think so?
No.
Sorry, I'm so sorry, but I really hate.
So she said
I
that
don't
the
hate
people
her
from
voice,
Amazon,
but I don't like.
the girl said that the people from Amazon said that they couldn't get to the address, so they needed the layout of like how to get into what the apartments looked like, driving, and like what the inside of her house and the
She
outside
just
of
talk
her
like
house
she
looked
off Xanax or something.
And she sent them a video. Her cousin.
She said her cousin a video.
Yeah.
According to the baby's mother, her
Oh, for
cousin
real,
Margie
she
had been
dragging her
calling
words
all
out.
morning, but now
They put
isn't
her
answering
baby
the
in
phone.
an Amazon
As the translator
box.
continues to explain, it isn't the only glaring red flag.
And she did mention that she deactivated all her social media.
Who did?
The cousin.
When?
Last night.
Despite clues suggesting the victim's cousin Margie may be involved, doubt is cast when the mother is asked to recall details about her attackers.
I have a question. So, like, did they feel familiar? Did the lady feel familiar to her at all? Was there any characteristics on that woman that would match her need? No?
No. They didn't look like no one that she knew.
And just so, I know we asked this already, and apologize for that I'm asking again, but the race of the lady, did she have a Hispanic accent?
Wasn't it a Russian accent? That's what we originally had, so I'm curious if that's...
She said they were speaking another language, and it definitely wasn't English.
Or Spanish?
Yeah, or Spanish, yeah.
While confusion lingers over the ethnicity of the attackers, a sudden phone call puts everyone on high alert.
She said it was another language. Nothing said in their
She said that she wasn't, just now she mentioned that she's not sure what he looked like there, that everything was just happening.
Okay. And they were wearing ski masks, right? Both of them?
No, the guy was
wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
The woman was
A ski mask, okay. What race was the male? We figured that out.
She had mentioned that he was black. Can you ask again what race he was? The cousin is talking right now.
Can you translate for me?
Pero aquí no ha llegado ninguna caja. She's telling her that she's lying to her right now. Not making sense.
The box already arrived. The cousin is saying that the box already arrived.
Envíeme el pantallazo aquí al WhatsApp de Sarí. Yo ya se lo envié. Al viejo amarillo. No. Envíemelo al WhatsApp de Sarí para yo mirar, ¿sí?
So I can see.
Que es que no se lo envié al suyo. No, es que May lo tenía y no sé qué lo hizo.
So hold on, if the cousin gone with the baby, I guess she's talking to her, but like,
She's not no, she's not telling me.
what if they gonna get the baby back now?
Yeah, she said she's
I
like
wonder.
all normal, that she already sent like a screenshot of the package or whatever.
Mama.
Oh, that's her mom. Yeah.
Did she hang up already?
Yeah, she hung up with the girl, and then the girl, she was like, "Oh, send me like a screenshot of like the package that already arrived," and then she was like, "I sent it to your phone," and then she was like, "I lost." She was like, "Oh, someone, her sister misplaced her phone. They don't want to tell her anything that's going on."
Okay.
No pudieron rastrear mi celular.
But I guess she's still confused.
So if there's any way, that you guys can track the phone.
That's what we're working on right now,
Eso
yeah.
lo que están intentando hacer es rastrear tu celular.
According to multiple news reports, police were able to trace the victim's phone, which the suspects took with them after the attack. That, in conjunction with license plate readers, led to the car being located driving on the highway about 4 hours after the attack was carried out.
You
The
took
baby
the
was
phone?
unharmed and reunited with her mother. The
Y'all took
victim's
the
cousin,
phone?
24-year-old
Y'all-
Margie Harina Ardila Orego, along with her husband
ain't
Chunho
like I
Vincent
want them to
Lai,
get
were
away, but I'm
arrested.
saying.
With the help of a translator on speakerphone, detectives read Margie her Miranda rights and begin to question her.
Can you explain why they brought you here?
Ellos deben de saber por qué estoy acá.
You must know why I'm here.
Well, I'm here to ask you why you think you're here and why we're here. I'm basically trying to get your side of the story today.
Pero no voy a responder nada hasta que no tenga un abogado.
I won't answer anything until I have a lawyer.
Though Vincent also declined to speak with detectives, he did have a question for officers as he was prepared for transport to jail.
Can I ask you one thing?
Yeah.
How is the baby?
The baby's fine.
Where's the baby?
Going home.
Home?
Yeah.
I'm the biological father.
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Both Margie and Vincent were charged with first-degree kidnapping, robbery, burglary, assault, and second-degree assault of a child. Their bail was set at $750,000 each. They each entered a plea of not guilty and are being held at the Mei Ling Regional Justice Center. Their trial is set to take place on March 17th, 2025.
Oh, roll rage over chicken. Hold on, we got to go back. Cause who having roll rage over chicken?
ambulance is here, okay?
So you were waiting for the chicken across the road, and then the car behind you, she went around you.
Oh, a real chicken. I'm thinking they talking about some food.
Look, she killed this chicken.
And she started screaming like crazy.
But she said you have got this coming to you. That's what she said to me. I do work as a animal rights defender, so I got really angry.
Police are called to the scene when a Florida woman allegedly jumps out of her car to pepper spray another driver. The woman claims she was defending a chicken, but police will have to determine if it was foul play after all.
So why did
She hit her with that bear made, too.
Because I want to give her a lesson.
The following report is based on official police records. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. On July 9th, 2025, a witness in Key West, Florida calls 911 after seeing an audacious attack unfold in the middle of traffic.
Oh my God, somebody just sprayed a lot of stuff in this lady's car. I was sitting in my car and the lady was, there was a girl in a car, the ones that got sprayed on, and a girl stopped, ran out of her car, opened the car and sprayed them really bad, jumped in her car and took off.
Is she having trouble breathing?
Are you having a hard time breathing? Yes, she's foaming.
Okay, she's foaming at the mouth?
A little bit, yeah. My eyes are burning too. It's almost like
okay. And does she know the person?
No, they didn't know who the person was.
Okay. And is that her screaming?
Yes. They sprayed pepper on them. Somebody did. They need water for their face. The police are coming right now, ma'am. You can't get in the car and drive away.
Yeah, keep her there. She can't drive like that.
You can't drive. Honey, the police are coming.
The Key West police and EMTs are soon on scene, where they discover the painful aftermath of this seemingly random attack.
Can you tell me what happened? I need to know what happened so we can help you.
I was in a hurry and she stopped.
Well, she didn't put some clothes on.
Because we're going right now to my niece there here to pick up our niece.
Okay.
And she was in the way. And she didn't want to move. She keeps standing there. And just because she moved, because we're in a hurry, because we're going to pick up our niece to the daycare right there. So she come, follow us, and stop right in front of us and come out and open the door and spray in her eyes, so it even reaching my eyes. We don't have I don't have to know who it is, but it's a black car.
The two women, whose names are Shirley and Perla, say their only prior interaction with the woman was passing her while she was stopped in the road. Police will only learn later why she was stopped and how that moment may have led to this attack.
She was trying to let the chicken cross the road.
The ambulance is here, okay?
They got mad, went around her. She like, okay, y'all went around me. As soon as they stopped, she got to the stop sign. She hopped out her car. How did she have time, though, to get up to their door, open the door, then pepper spray?
Am I coming for the charge? All right, listen. Look, don't touch your face, all right? Don't touch your face. Listen. Did you get to see who it was? You didn't see? Okay. Listen. Just calm down and breathe, okay? You can breathe. Just calm down and breathe, okay? I've been pepper sprayed before.
Duh, you gotta get pepper spray when you join the academy, bro. How is that helping me, telling me you've been pepper sprayed?
To give a complete statement, the officers talked to the 911 caller who saw the incident from her own car.
I was on my phone just playing a game, waiting, killing time, and I could hear him screaming, and I looked up, and she tried to close, she opened the door, she closed it, the girl opened it again, and it was a can like this big, the black top on it.
Like, bro, that don't make no sense, BG. Like, what is you telling me that you been pepper sprayed? How is that helping me, bro? That would have made me mad, bro, cause like,
Terry,
what the hell?
but this looks so cute with my workout set. And my date book. Talk about range. Okay, none of this changed. See you all at 15? Okay, I just called my phone.
If bro just said that like when he got pepper spray, he just took it like a G. Like,
Whether you're heading to the lake,
pepper spray, but I'm good though.
Camping World has everything you need in stock to make the most of. From grill.
Discover the selection at First Flooring and Tile in Akron. Since 1957,
I think it happens so fast.
It's, you don't get based. I know it was about 24 hours or so.
Depending on the person. I mean, not even. Like, I don't know of anybody that's had more than a couple hours.
She had it really. The one drive
Like,
caught
she'll
it.
be fine.
Like,
What
kept
she
swarming
needs to
her.
do is...
Bro, ignorant, bro. He just ignorant. But he not getting like this. Not regular mace, bro. She had that big ass bottle, like a beer mace type bottle.
The rest of the stuff, but
The priority for police is to now track down the woman who allegedly did this, and that won't be easy.
Okay, do you remember what color she was?
White, black hair, shirt, and it keep darkish color like.
Okay.
It's not white.
but the car went straight.
He wasn't expecting to hear that. He said, "Okay, yeah."
Black female, possibly. Oh.
But there
Yeah, what is he? What is he talking about?
may have motivated this
I do not like that officer, bro. He said it was a black female. She just told you it was a white female.
White.
But the car went straight.
Yeah. I think she was black.
Oh, cause she said she was black. Oh, it's the Karen. It's your fault. Why they saying she black? Like, how you saying she black? That's why you don't. People just say anything, bro.
Including what may have motivated this mystery woman.
Oh my God. No miskin them burn.
Let me get a better story.
She stopped before I reached the blue heaven. And I hand like I need to get by. And then she give a full stop. So I gone around her. And when I gone around her, she just keep following me.
Man, that's crazy, dog.
And she start hollering,
She said, yes, she's black. Like, how you? I hate when people be loud and wrong. Like, you just said that, like, you just knew that's so true, and it just was so wrong.
The account gives police very little to go on, especially if they want to find this alleged perpetrator.
And it looked like none of these houses got like ring cameras on the thing.
But it won't take a manhunt to find the suspect. She voluntarily drives herself to the Key West Police Department, ready to tell her side of the story.
How you doing?
Hey,
Good.
she stood on business, though.
Hi, Officer Osborne. I'm Cynthia.
What brings you here today?
So I had a problem with a lady on Bahama Village just right now, like an hour ago. I was driving to my dog to the dog park, and there was like a little chicken passing the street. And I was waiting on the chicken to pass. He almost passed. He was looking hurt already. And a lady who was behind me, she, instead of waiting like everybody else, she just decided to pass next to me and ran to the
Hey,
chicken.
at least she stood on business, though.
The woman, Cynthia Diaz Sosa, says she felt compelled to avenge the chicken.
And it's crazy because she ain't even white neither. She like Spanish or
So
something.
I got really angry, and I decided to chase her, which I did. She stopped the car. I opened the door and I sprayed her face when she attacked me. So she came to attack me. Obviously, she was feel threatened, and then I sprayed her face with this spray.
Okay,
A little bit.
keep that in.
I feel so sorry. I didn't want to do that.
Okay, so why don't you get out your car?
Because I want to give her a lesson.
That much, at least, seems to match Perla's account.
She said you will got this coming to you. That's what she said to me.
Cynthia's claim about
She
what
thought she was about to
started
stop the
this
car and
incident
get
is
to
so
working with her.
serious
She
that the
said,
officer
yeah, you
wants to make
thought.
sure he has the story straight.
You thought we was fighting.
So you're waiting for the chicken across the road, and then the car behind you, she went around you and possibly hit the chicken.
It did chicken.
Okay.
Kill it in my face. I have a video of the chicken dead and everything.
Okay, let me see the video.
Oh. That was way
Man, that's because that girl was a big back. Y'all big back girls think they can just beat anybody up. Nah, you maced. That's why, like, why is you out there in some boy drawers with your back big and a beater? You making me mad this whole video anyway. So I don't feel no type of sympathy for her.
And I came here.
I'm sorry.
I didn't want to leave. I wanted to come and talk to. Anyways, there's no police officers around there. I don't know.
I was there. We were there within 3 minutes.
Oh, you
There was
were
2
there?
officers there, and the fire department was there.
Oh, so sorry.
Cynthia's apparent calm is a contrast to the other women
I
involved.
feel like she did the right thing. Cause go home.
But she can clearly read the writing on the wall.
So am I gonna get arrested for this? How many days you think I'm gonna get
I don't know.
arrested?
You will see a judge in the morning.
So today I'm gonna be in jail or tomorrow?
Today.
Today. So now.
Yes.
So can I pay a fine or something about it?
You take it up with the judge.
She's like, hey, I got that bread. I ain't even worried.
There's no video. I wish you would have stayed on scene. So just make a phone call for me so
Sir,
someone
why
can
are
take
you
it down.
talking to me like that? I was trying to defend an animal.
Right.
I was not being too heartless.
In the state of Florida, you can't defend animals and take it into your own action to teach someone a lesson.
In Florida, why is it chickens crossing the street, bro? Florida got too much going
38-year-old
on.
Cynthia Diaz Sosa was charged with 2 first-degree felony counts of burglary with assault or battery. The police report states that it was by opening the door to a car she didn't own before spraying the driver with bear mace that Cynthia violated Florida's burglary statute. She's pled not guilty. Court records list a 3rd charge, aggravated battery, which is labeled with a disposition of no information.
You can't just go around pepper spraying people.
I never do that.
The arrest report makes no mention of the condition of the chicken. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen details on our Patreon. Channel memberships here on YouTube also include early access to select
Road rage videos. Road rage be going. I be watching them videos too.
You did. So don't pretend. I know. I want to pretend. No, listen to me. I want to stop for you.
My hand out the window is not yelling, you
He's
idiot.
not. Hey, that's because you didn't slow down. It's a speed bump. Don't get me in traffic. I'm not gonna call on you. I want to. You understand? No, you're a lying piece of shit. You're a lying piece of shit.
They got him fucked up. That's because you didn't have to flash your lights, bro. He got over in time to where you was cool. You was mad because he cut you off. I get it though. I get that though. I be mad too when people cut me off. How you let him punch you, bro? I would have took his door off just because you want to do that. I'm taking his door off. But how you let him punch you? You just let him walk up and punch you. You could have ran him over.
You dumb.
You drive a little faster?
Yeah, you know how to work a roundabout? You have to yield, you jackass. Yeah, that company's gonna like the fact that you just did that. I got you on dash cam, idiot.
You want to follow me?
Oh, don't worry. It's gonna be ratings and everything, homeboy. You're such a jackass.
Blah, blah, blah. Look at you getting upset in the parking lot.
Getting upset's a roundabout. Figure out how to drive.
You want to pull over and teach me how to drive? Oh, yeah? Teach me a lesson, bro.
You are such a... You are a punk.
Hey, that's what I be on. Don't play with me, bro. I'm gonna go around you so fast. Don't never try to hold me in traffic.
Dog him.
Right.
Just cross. What are you doing? You can't do that.
Hey, when people do the most, bro. Like y'all was
You're
crossing.
blocking the road, man. That's not very good of you. You're...
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Now you chasing them all the way down.
What's up? What's your problem? What are you talking about? What's up, dude? Why'd you slow down? I'm driving straight and you cut me off.
Like 80 miles an hour down the street.
I was doing 45, you dumb. And you pull out and cut me off?
45?
Yes.
You're
And
a clown, dude.
And you're a dash cam too, bro.
You're a freaking idiot.
I'm posting this on YouTube later. Go look it up.
You're an idiot.
Look it up, bro. And you followed me? Wow.
Hey, old people be acting up in traffic.
Camera. You're on the camera. Let's go over. Let's go over. Hi, I'm on 495 and a car just ran me off the road.
Why would you just lie though, bro?
And a Ford just ran me off the road.
Which direction are you traveling?
I think I'm headed. Yeah, we're at exit 49 at this point. I think he's about to take it.
Can you put some good distance between you guys?
Yep. Yeah, I'm two cars back at this point. He just pulled over to the shoulder. He just pulled over to the shoulder, and he's getting out and he's charging my car. Shirt off.
What exit are you at?
49.
Hey, you on that?
I'm gonna keep driving now. Yeah,
No, don't keep driving
He's
now.
on the road with his shirt off.
Yeah. Bro wanted all the smoke.
Buzz cut, tattoo on his left forearm. Yeah.
Hit your vehicle.
No, I pulled away. Now he's behind me.
Is he behind you now?
Yes. Yeah, I'm on the shoulder.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so try to get onto traffic, okay?
Okay. I will. Okay. Oh. No, he just drove away. I'm just gonna stay here.
I hate the ones with no sound, bro. It suck watching. He got you on camera running the red light and you chasing him.
Did you not see you went through a red light?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you went through a red light there.
My light was green.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Why you ain't just say you got the dash, man? You would have walked away so fast. If your kids in the car while they speeding up like that, y'all try to hit them.
Doing? What the f are you doing, bro? You're a f***ing cop.
Biting my ass for what, bro? You think you're gonna intimidate me, bro? You.
The Broncos meet the Chiefs. Christmas night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
Finally, a lasting weight loss solution that fits into your hectic schedule. At Fridays, we're all about you and your health journey. With our GLP-1 treatments tailored to your health and wellness goals, all doses are covered in one clear monthly price. You'll also receive weekly one-on-one coaching, lab work, and unlimited patient visits, with supplies delivered to your door for free. No added fees and everything included. Let's get you on that Fridays feeling.
At Lundberg Family Farms, when we find ducks' nests in our fields, we hand carry their eggs to safety.
You mother. Yeah, go for yourself. Hey, guess what, mother? I got you on video, mother. Yeah, I got you on video. What police department you work for? What's your badge number?
Look at her, dog.
I didn't see that! Take the stick out of your mouth and get in the fucking truck! Yeah. Well, now you gotta go. Get the fuck out of here! Get the pendejo! You think you are? You do it! Come on! Come on! Don't pull that shit on me! Don't pull that shit on me! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Yeah, go! You must have me and him! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Get the fuck out of here! Come on! Go ahead! Go ahead! I got you on video for reckless driving! Oh yeah, that's why you drove like that, right? Yeah, come on! You drove like that, right? Because you got kids in the car!
I'm not road raging with no semi. Fuck that. Hell about to get off here though, for real. For real. I don't know why people fuck with bikers. That's crazy. Tesla gonna get every angle.
What do you do? You're on camera! You're on camera! Kidding me right now?
It's gone. She just had some in there when I walked it. She must have just ate it.
You're on camera, bud! You're on camera! You're on camera!
Why you say that?
Yeah, you're on camera! I'll call the police on you!
Sure. Yeah. Why you always come at the last minute, dude? I think I gotta get some leaves. I don't know if I got nothing upstairs. Yeah. You turn it off? Close it.
Can I get a Zimbabwe? You need a little Zimbabwe.
Oh, you got this.
Little 3 milli vanilli up in your top. Watch out! Oh shit. Shit. It's alright, it's alright. I didn't see that shit. Watch out for this person.
You're crazy.
and screaming. He's gonna kill me.
The other nurse going around to the other side of the bed. I will be. When they find Laura, Jason said. You love her a lot, huh? Obviously. She's my whole world. Jason managed to say. And then leaned back into the pillow.
It's not worth it. Oh, God.
The Stark stock price is in free fall, and I assume Hammer, right on its heels, also collapses. Maybe Pepper is able to save Stark Industries in the long term. The Iron Man movies painted the unstable CEO. He's depressed, surrounded, and if it couldn't get any worse for Tony, Elon Musk is there. This all culminates in the events of the Avengers, which throws your average Earthling into billions for the first time. And this has to be pretty crazy. It gave Tony Stark PTSD.
How my investment was faring. The idiots in the tap room said you might be up here. That's a fascinating conversation you've been having, cousin. But it leaves me feeling like there's a few things you haven't exactly
roundabout.
telling me.
It's a roundabout, dude. You have to yield to who's you're coming in.
And he groaned. Like everything.
Which is why I would have sideswiped you if I...
Why don't we start
No, I'm not going to.
everything?
If you're... I'm not going to argue with you. Have a good day.
Fatal honesty. I never knew any
Dude,
more beautiful
move.
than you. I have hunted you under my thoughts. I have
Okay.
broken down under
Thanks
the
for being on
window
Idiots and
into the
Cars.
roses looking for you. I shall never find any greater than you. Carl Sandburg, from The Great Hunt. Chapter 8. The 5-Year Game. Infinite Variation. 1. Someone's gonna recognize us, said Locke.
It was 5 a.m. on July 29, 2016. A trucker was driving in Calais, France, about to enter a port that would take him to the UK. All of a sudden, the truck in front of him suddenly brakes. At first, it's not clear why, until the trucker realizes his worst nightmare is about to become reality. Various men with flashlights appear on the road, throwing rocks at the truck. They even use tree branches to try and force the truck to stop. Thankfully, the truck driver did not stop, as he was well aware of what these men were doing. If he did stop, the man could have been injured or worse. The men in the road are illegal migrants, trying to be smuggled from France into the UK. These gangs often block roads, cling onto vehicles, or puncture tires, all to try and get the drivers to stop. If the drivers do stop, they will use weapons to threaten the truck drivers into smuggling them into the UK. It's a terrifying experience for truckers driving alone at night, but it's fairly common in Calais. This dashcam video shows about 30 different men attempting to block a truck using tree branches. The truck tries to reverse away, causing the men to climb onto the truck, hitting the windows with sticks and rocks. These incidents normally happen between midnight and 6 a.m. Police in Calais have tried to cut down on this issue, but unfortunately, this still happens to truckers to this day. It was November 19th, 2017 in Clearwater, Florida. Two police cars were making a routine traffic stop. What they didn't know was a much bigger incident was about to take place. As they're parked up, their cruiser's dash cams record a plane slowly coming into view. It soon becomes clear the plane is going down and is heading right for them. As it falls, the plane's wing hits a tree, causing it to spin out on the side of the road. The plane had taken off just minutes earlier, but moments after leaving the airport, the engine started to fail. The pilot did not think he could make it back to the airport, causing him to make an emergency crash landing on the road. Despite the terrible crash, the pilot and his one passenger walked away with only minor injuries, and no one on the ground was injured. In June of 2016, a man was leaving his friend's house one night in Keller, Texas. That's when he noticed a white Dodge Challenger driving closely behind him. He suspected he was being followed, so pretended to enter the I-35 highway, but swerved onto a service road at the last second. The white Dodge Challenger also swerved onto the service road, confirming that the man was indeed being followed. To try and get away from them, the man made a sudden U-turn, but to the man's horror, the white Dodge made the same U-turn. The man then pulled over into a turning lane. The white car overtook him and stopped right in front of him, with their left turn signal flashing, which is when something very unsettling takes place. The man records to try and get their license plate, which is when two men step out of the white car. They begin to approach the man's car, but before they can do anything, the man speeds off. To the man's horror, the men in the Dodge continue to follow him. The man then drove to a grocery store he knew would have a cop outside, which is when the Dodge finally stopped chasing him and fled in a different direction. Due to the driver's intuition and quick thinking, we have no idea what these men were doing, but it's highly likely they were planning on carjacking this man, which is what the man who filmed this, plus people in the comments, also suspect. It was January 2023. A man was driving on a freeway in Glendale, California, when suddenly a Tesla in front of him slams on its brakes. The driver opens the door, wearing a face mask and wielding a lead pipe. Without saying a single word, he begins hitting the man's window with a lead pipe. After this, the man gets back into his Tesla and continues driving. But the man was not done. Later down the road, he was seen attacking another car. However, this car speeds away. Both victims called 911, but the Tesla did not have any license plates, meaning there was no way to locate the car or its driver. But over the next few days, police would receive reports of people experiencing the same thing, one of which was also caught on dashcam, sparking a local manhunt.
What?
A few days later, police located and arrested 36-year-old Nathaniel Radamak, a man with a long criminal record and outstanding warrants for his arrest. The reason for his road rage incidents was never explained, and in October 2023, he was sentenced to 5 years in prison for what he did, but was released early in August of 2024. So you can feel safe knowing this guy is still out there on the road. It was April 18th, 2019 in Nottingham, UK. A man named Gavin Collins had been released from prison. What police didn't know was they had just released a time bomb onto the streets of Nottingham. Less than 24 hours after Gavin was released from prison, he began acting in a bizarre, unsettling way. He walked around the streets talking to himself, saying that he was invincible. He then broke into a random home, stole the homeowner's car keys, and then his car. The car happened to have 2 dash cams, showing the exterior and interior of the vehicle, allowing us to see just how manic Gavin was.
Jesus Christ, I'll shut you out with the eyesight I've got. Hey, don't need this. Come on, let's go, bro. Don't get rid of all the crap hairs. Let's go! Let's go!
He is clearly enraged, at one point ripping off the car's rearview mirror.
I'm enraged! I'm Jesus! I'm descendant of God! And you lock me up! Watch this! You...
As Gavin gets angrier and angrier, his speed gets faster and faster, driving at speeds of 85 to 120 miles per hour in a residential area with narrow roads. Despite many close calls, he miraculously avoids crashing.
Watch this now! I'm getting stronger and stronger by the second!
Bro, crashing out, man. He's losing his mind.
Until suddenly smashing the vehicle into a house at full speed.
Commit to your true passion. Pioneer the future. Today, become a trusted partner.
I'll be watching
This is
long
what
ass
we mean
ad.
by dedicated to everyday excellence.
Hey creators, it's beginning to feel a lot like the perfect time to tag your holiday gift guides with YouTube shopping, because tagging your hauls means earning more these holidays.
Gavin was not only unharmed, but also totally unfazed, simply walking away and approaching a woman who was driving nearby. Gavin then forced his way into her vehicle and stole it, continuing to drive dangerously at high speeds, before crashing once again. Much like the first crash, he was also completely fine. Gavin then grabbed a nearby concrete slab and approached another random house. Intent on stealing his third vehicle, Gavin used the concrete slab to break down the house's door. Inside the house were a mother and her 2 kids, one who was 5 years old and the other who wasn't even a year old. Gavin demanded the mother's car keys, telling her, "Because I am Jesus, I will kill you if you don't give me the keys." Gavin took the keys, but the family's ordeal was not over. Gavin's hand was bleeding due to him injuring himself breaking down the door. Using his injured hand, he drew crosses on the forehead of the mother and her 2 kids, using his own blood to do so. He then drove away with his third stolen car, but by this point police had found where he was, leading to Gavin ramming the cop car, before turning his attention to a pedestrian walking nearby, before getting out and saying, "I've killed him, I've killed the devil." Gavin then got back into the third stolen car, before crashing it into yet another house, though this time he was being followed by many police, who finally ended Gavin's rampage.
Get out of the car! Oh, get him out! Oh, no! Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Do not move! Do not move! Get him out! Get him out! Get him out!
The man who Gavin had driven into was 87-year-old Terry Radford, who sadly passed away soon after. The video is truly unsettling, but what's even more unsettling is why this was allowed to happen in the first place. Gavin had been in prison for burglary, and while in prison had injured a guard. He had then thrown bleach at the guard, before setting his cell on fire, and attacking another guard with a piece of wood. He was then placed in solitary confinement, but a week later he started yet another fire. When a guard came in to put it out, Gavin attacked him, saying that he wanted to end the guard's life. Despite all this, Gavin was released early just 2 weeks later. Less than 24 hours after release, Gavin would commit this awful rampage, which caused a man to lose his life. Gavin was later tested and found to be totally sober, meaning that he was likely very mentally disturbed. He was given a life sentence with a minimum of 14 years in prison. But for the family of Terry Radford, this is too little, too late. It was the 26th of July 2018. A group of London gang members were on their way to attack some rivals, armed with weapons in a stolen BMW. What the gang members didn't know was the police had been watching them and anticipating their attack. Police tried to pull the car over, but the BMW refused to stop, prompting a chase through narrow residential roads. In a desperate attempt to get the police to stop chasing, one of the gang members leans out of the car. He is wearing a clown mask and points a sawn-off shotgun right at the police.
Gun! 332, communication together. Point the lockdown weapon at us.
The chase came to an end when the BMW was driven the wrong way down a one-way street, which allowed armed police to arrest the 4 men in the vehicle. Inside the BMW, police found a sawn-off shotgun, 2 lock knives, an axe, a machete, a hunting knife, and a zombie knife. The gang's ringleader, Lakarnak Nsoji, had been wearing this clown mask. He had pointed a shotgun at the police, making them fear for their lives. For this, he was given a 23-year sentence, and in 2025 was found guilty of an unrelated murder, which took place prior to this even happening.
They'll
It
be
was
playing
February
in London.
24th, 2015. People in a neighborhood in New Jersey woke up to an odd smell. After determining the smell was gas, police, firefighters, and utility workers arrived on scene. They suspected a gas leak and were desperately trying to locate it. Meanwhile, 75 homes nearby were evacuated, but the location of the gas leak would soon become clear. The smell was gas. Police, firefighters, and utility workers arrived on scene. They suspected a gas leak and were desperately trying to locate it. Meanwhile, 75 homes nearby were evacuated, but the location of the gas leak would soon become clear. An entire house exploded, sending debris everywhere. The home had been under renovation at the time, so thankfully was empty. However, 15 people were still injured by the blast, mainly firefighters and utility workers who were nearby. The explosion was caused by a gas main that had broke, but how it broke or what ignited it remains unexplained. It was November 2015 in Pinery, Australia. A single spark from a man's car battery started a small fire, but because of the wind and dry conditions, the fire would quickly spread, eventually burning 210,000 acres of land, destroying 470 buildings, injuring 90 people, and ending 2 lives. This dashcam video shows firefighters going to one of the worst hit areas. What the firefighters didn't realize was how fast the fire was traveling, heading right at them at 56 miles per hour due to the strong winds. The firefighters soon realized they could not escape. They decided to stop their trucks and go into burnover mode.
We're going to go into burnover very, very quickly. Here it comes, here it comes, here it comes.
This is where protective coverings are rolled over the trucks. The trucks are then doused in water, and the firefighters hunker down inside, hoping for the best. This way the fire burns over the vehicle, hopefully not setting it on fire.
Burnover, Scotty, burnover. Burnover, Scotty.
But that's when the firefighters have an awful realization. The truck in the front does not have a water reserve. Despite this, their plan still works. The winds blow the fire right over their vehicles, leaving both crews totally uninjured. But hearing their panicked calls really is unsettling and shows just how close these firefighters came to not making it back home that day. It was 1 a.m. on June 2nd, 2018. A police officer was on patrol in Fulshire, Texas. That's when the car in front of him swerved dramatically, narrowly missing a woman who is lying on the side of the road, with her head right where most people's car tires drive. Scared she had been hit, Sergeant Charlie Scott rushed to help her. But to his surprise, not only was the woman alive, she was fully conscious. It turned out she was heavily intoxicated, barely able to stand up. It turned out she had crashed her car into a ditch 200 yards away, but when she'd gone to get help, she had fallen asleep on the road. She narrowly avoided being hit by many cars. She was later identified as Jeanette Murillo. It's scary watching this back, knowing how close she came to having her head run over, which could have easily happened if a driver was distracted or simply didn't see her. It was May of 2017 in Shenzhen, China. Everything seems normal until a loud bang and a flash of light can be seen, forcing all of the vehicles to come to a stop. Sparks then cover the entire road. At first, the drivers assumed a power line had fallen down, but it turned out a lightning strike had hit the road. Thankfully, there were no power lines nearby, or this situation would have been much worse. It was July of 2017 in Dagestan, Russia. A trucker was driving down a quiet road, but within seconds the vehicle is swarmed by millions of insects, slamming right into the vehicle with enough force to rock its heavy-duty suspension system. The insects were a swarm of locusts, which had been plaguing the local area. It was so bad that Russian authorities declared a state of emergency. The trucker was unharmed, but very unsettled. Thankfully, the truck's windows did not break, otherwise the situation could have been much worse. It was August 6th, 2014. A man was driving home in the middle of the night. That's when he comes across a car parked in the middle of the road, with its emergency lights flashing. The driver swerves around the vehicle, but something even more unsettling blocks his path. A man is walking right towards him with a baby stroller. The driver backs up slowly, until the man with the stroller runs right towards him, causing the man to reverse quickly before driving off. The entire thing may seem bizarre and kind of random, but scams like this have been seen before. Someone with a baby stroller will stop a car asking for help, but when the driver stops, the man and his hidden accomplices will rob him, stealing his possessions and his car. Thanks to this driver's intuition, it didn't work, but it's scary to think how many people they might have tried this with. It really is dark using a baby stroller to win people's sympathy, only to carjack them and leave them stranded. Comment below which dashcam video was the most scary. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and watch this video next.
I went and got every Takis flavor that I could find.
We're gonna see who's hot and we're gonna see who's not.
I'm gonna take Fuego for the team. Who can take on the heat? Here's to the heat. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we taking off. This is how we living, yeah. We never stop. Hanging with the Hennings, yeah, we hanging with the Hennings. Hanging with the Hennings,
What's up, family? It's your girl, Summer Rain Henning, and you are now hanging with the Hennings. So you guys love when I make shorts of me packing the kids' lunch boxes, and you always ask for more. So I decided to just give you a behind the scenes of what that looks like. The kids love when I pack their lunches, but the most important thing, hands down, is their salty snacks. So I'm going to call the kids in and let them pick which flavor of Takis they want to put in their lunches today. We've already had and love these flavors, but if you haven't tried them, definitely go grab some.
I went and got every Takis flavor that I could find.
Ranging from no heat all the way up to intense heat to see which one the kids pick for their lunch today. So we're gonna see who's hot and we're gonna see who's not.
Okay, so for flavors, we're going to start with the least heat. We've got Buck and Ranch. which is non-spicy. Then we've got intense who's falling? Then we've got intense nacho, which is also non-spicy. Then we've got chile limon, which is a spice level of mild. Then lastly, we've got fuego, which is extreme. This little thermometer right here, if y'all can see it, it goes all the way up on this one. So whoever picks fuego, they gotta be about their life. All right, who should we start with? Should we start with Shamir? Or should we start with Isaiah? Or maybe down here on the end with Aaliyah? I say we go from oldest to youngest.
I'm going chili limon. I like it because it's spicy, but not too spicy. You wasn't in this scene.
1 to 10, what's the spice level for you?
Like a 6.
7.
It's bucket ranch. This bucket ranch. I'm gonna take bucket ranch. I like to keep it cool, calm, and collected.
Scale of 1 to 10 for spiciness?
Not spicy at all. Non-spicy.
How much you can go with that?
Nice sandwich. Nice sandwich?
Bologna sandwich.
Wow. This will go good with a sandwich.
I'm going with a cheese nacho because you can never have enough cheese.
Had to go make a bottle real quick, man.
It was February 2017, and Brazilian streamer Coin77 was live on Twitch. He was playing the game Tibia for his fans, when all of a sudden, something absolutely terrifying would take place. Out of nowhere, 2 armed men appeared behind Cohen. The streamer lets out a scared gasp, but manages to remain calm, before being walked off camera by the 2 men. Viewers in the live chat were stunned, with many thinking this was a set-up prank. Unfortunately for Cohen, this was totally real. After the 2 men walked him off camera, they searched his entire house. Before the stream cuts off, one of the 2 men wearing a blue hoodie can be seen. However, the camera was too low to capture his face. After the stream cut out, Cohen's viewers were very scared, thinking the 2 men might have harmed him or his family. But the streamer later made a post on Facebook, saying that the men did not hurt him or his family, and instead just took their belongings and car. He also expressed his thanks for his viewers' support. It was a horrible and scary situation, but thankfully Cohen and his family made it out okay. It was December 2018. A Twitch streamer from Kansas City, Missouri named Tron1717 went live. But as soon as his stream began, his viewers were already concerned. He was sitting at the wheel of his car, struggling with his seatbelt and slurring his words. It didn't take long for viewers to realize Tron was clearly intoxicated. His viewers began begging him not to drive, but Tron ignored all of his viewers' concerns, leading to some viewers calling the police, fearing Tron may put himself or others in danger. For a moment, everything seems okay, until Tron lets out a scared gasp. He can then be heard cursing just before the stream cuts off. Understandably, his viewers were very concerned, fearing he might be seriously injured or worse. Thankfully, Tron was uninjured in the crash. He had hit a light pole and got a DWI charge. After his own viewers called the police, Tron also received a temporary ban from Twitch. Thankfully, in this case, no one was hurt, but things could have been so much worse. It was September 2018. One of the most popular Twitch streamers at the time, Dr. Disrespect, was playing Call of Duty, doing so in front of tens of thousands of fans. But as he was playing the first-person shooter, a shooter would target him in real life. As he was playing, he was startled by a series of loud noises, causing him to walk off camera.
Man! I'm just not finishing.
When he came back, he was visibly shaken. He had taken off his costume and was out of character, telling his viewers he had to end the stream.
Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta end the broadcast right now. Someone shot at our house, broke the upstairs window. This is the second shot. Someone shot yesterday at our house, and someone shot again right now and connected with the house upstairs. Right? You're driving by. Right?
Dr. Disrespect was visibly irate, which is understandable as his wife and child were at home, and could have easily been injured or worse. Months earlier, Dr. Disrespect had been a victim of swatting, a crime where people make fake police reports, causing a SWAT team to raid the victim's house. This shows how dangerous live streaming can really be. Soon after the shooting, Dr. Disrespect moved house, and has since been very careful to never show off his house, his street, or the neighborhood he lives in. It was December 2022. A YouTube streamer from Northern Ireland named VoteSaxon07, whose real name is Stephen McCullough, went live, playing the game GTA Vice City. The stream began at 6 p.m, with Stephen staying live for about 6 hours until midnight.
What more could you want for Christmas other than an evening with your old pal Stephen?
The stream was fairly mundane, but while Stephen was streaming, his girlfriend, Natalie McNally, was experiencing something truly horrific. The morning after Stephen's livestream, he woke up to a flood of calls and messages, with friends and family asking him about Natalie. The night before, she had been at her parents' house to watch the World Cup final. The match ended at 6 p.m, and soon after, Natalie had driven back home. She lived alone in Northern Ireland with her 2 cats and a dog, but the next day, no one could get through to Natalie. Her parents had texted her the following morning to check she'd got home safe, but uncharacteristically, Natalie had not replied. She also did not show up for work and was not answering any phone calls. She was also 15 weeks pregnant with Stephen's child, so understandably, friends and family were very worried. After learning Natalie was missing, Stephen drove to Natalie's house, which was about 20 minutes away from his. When Stephen arrived at Natalie's home, the door was wide open, and when Stephen walked in, he found Natalie's body. Investigators found the crime took place on December 18th, shortly after Natalie had returned from her parents' home. Because Stephen had found her body, he became a lead suspect, and he was soon arrested. However, he was soon let go, as he had a very strong alibi. According to the post-mortem report, Natalie was killed during the same time Stephen was live streaming from his home, meaning Stephen could not have been at the crime scene. Investigators also found a text Stephen had sent to Natalie at 5:57 p.m, reading, "Right, I'm off to stream the night away. Wish me luck." To which Natalie replied, "I might have a peek at your live stream later." This was enough to rule Stephen out, but it left police with absolutely no suspects. Stephen did give police the name of one person he suspected, but that lead went nowhere. However, a few days later, police found this surveillance footage, showing a man wearing dark clothing and white shoes heading to Natalie's house. This happened at 8:52 p.m, and 40 minutes later, the same man can be seen walking away. Given the timing, police determined this was Natalie's killer. The man had the same height and build as Stephen, which made him a suspect once again. But police were confused. If Stephen was indeed the killer, how could he be in 2 places at the same time? Police announced a £20,000 reward for information and continued investigating various leads. Investigators made several arrests and even found the knife used by the killer. But all of these leads turned out to be dead ends, and they still had no idea who the killer truly was. That was until January 31st, when Stephen McCullough was arrested yet again. Police had figured out that his alibi, the live stream, was totally fake. While it did go out as a live stream, the entire thing had been pre-recorded. Police found the original recording on Stephen's computer, which had been made on the 14th of December, 4 days before the crime. A taxi driver had also come forward, who said he picked up someone who looked like Stephen near the scene, picking them up at 9:30 p.m, and then dropping them off at Stephen's house, with the passenger even entering Stephen's home. All this evidence pointed to Stephen being the one behind the killing. The live stream
NatureMade is made to care for fans on game day and every day.
Hey, I'm Thomas Rhett. Did you know that thanks to Marathon Rewards, you could be earning rewards on every fuel purchase up to 5 transactions a day, with no limit to how much you pump? Probably expensive to sign up, right? Guess again, it's free. So download the Marathon Arco Rewards app. Sign up for free and reward yourself.
Shop the Terry bag at CoachOutlet.com.
There's definitely no right way. The more you can fall in love with the obsession of it and the chasing, to me that's the win.
also proved the crime was premeditated. Watching Stephen's live stream back, you can find various ominous clues. The stream was titled The Violent Night Christmas Live Gaming Stream. At the beginning of the live stream, Stephen said he was having technical issues, which he used as an excuse as to why he wouldn't be able to read the live chat.
Well, because this streaming software is kind of up the left, it means I can't check the live chat, which is a real shame. So, by all means, talk amongst yourselves.
Stephen also made sure to repeatedly mention what day it was.
Hello to all on this glorious Sunday evening.
He also sang about needing to kill someone in the game, which could be a hint about what he was going to do to Natalie.
I need to kill this. I need to take her down.
At one point in the stream, he even says Natalie's name, which he finds oddly amusing.
That's what would happen in the real world. Absolutely. Absolutely.
But the most egregious hint happens midway through the stream. While Stephen was taking a break, the movie poster for No Time to Die comes up on screen. Stephen claimed this was an accident, saying that he had dropped his controller, which had made the graphic come up. But since we now know the live stream was pre-recorded, this means Stephen edited this graphic in on purpose. The movie poster comes up at around 9:15 p.m., which is exactly when Stephen was at Natalie's house, meaning this was likely a disturbing hint. Stephen was likely so brazen because he thought he had the perfect alibi, and to be fair, he nearly did get away with it. The most eerie part is the text from Natalie, saying that she might watch the live stream, meaning that she might have been watching Stephen when he entered her home. Stephen has been charged with her murder, but years on, is still awaiting trial. It was January 2021. German Twitch streamer JDN was streaming as she normally does, which is when she got a phone call from her dad. She answers the call, but when JDN hears the voice on the other end of the phone, she is visibly disturbed.
Oh wait, my dad is calling. Hold on. Hello, Papa.
Instead of her dad, she hears the voice of another man, who tells her that he's with her father. The man goes on to say that if JDN doesn't remove her clothing live on stream, he will end her father's life. Despite being terrified, JDN keeps composed, but she is visibly concerned. The man on the phone then gets very angry, and begins shouting and cursing at JDN. JDN confirmed her father and family were safe, and then contacted the police. It turned out the man on the phone was JDN's long-term stalker. He had somehow spoofed her father's number, making it seem as if he was there with JDN's dad. Unfortunately, this was not the first time JDN had dealt with stalking. The same stalker had sent 25 pizzas to her house.
And the person ordered 25 pizzas from me. What the heck is wrong with you?
She had also had the fire department called to her house, after the stalker called saying that her apartment was on fire. Police did investigate the very creepy call, but unfortunately, the stalker was never found. It was November 2014. A man named Benjamin Bennett was streaming his very bizarre series, called simply Sitting and Smiling, where he does just that. Every week for several hours, Benjamin would sit and smile at the camera, not talking or moving. Benjamin's streams were a piece of endurance art, which is where an artist endures an unpleasant activity for a long period of time. Almost all of Benjamin's live streams were totally boring and mundane, which was kind of the point, but this would change on November 25th. Around 2 hours into the 4-hour live stream, a burglar can be seen opening Benjamin's door. The burglar calls out, "Hello," but after seeing Benjamin sitting there saying nothing, the burglar runs away, without stealing anything. During the incident, Benjamin does not move at all, which he continued to do for 2 hours after the burglar had left. Later, Benjamin explained he had heard the man coming into the house, but assumed it was his housemate. It's amazing he was able to maintain composure with a burglar in his room, not even turning around to check if he was in danger. That is true dedication to performance art. It was 2020. A Twitch streamer named I'm Jasmine was in Japan. Everything was normal at first, but as she sat down to eat, something bizarre happened. A strange man stops in the street to talk to Jasmine.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
She tells the man she's on live stream and to please leave her alone, but that's when the man gets way too close.
Thank you so much. Oh, hi. Hi. Oh my god, why are you touching me? No, come on, stop.
stop. I'm sorry. No. No. Yeah, this is live stream.
She tells the man to stop many times, but he totally ignores her.
No, don't stop, man. Man, stop touching me, man. No.
At this point, Jasmine decides to go home.
Oh my god, man. I gotta go. Stop following me. Oh my god. I hate this guy.
But now knowing Jasmine is going home, the man tries to stalk her, possibly to find out where she lives. At this point, Jasmine begins to cry.
Oh, he's making me feeling unsafe. And I hate that because, like, I want to be able to, like,
So with the YouTube view.
and be okay, not, like, leave and, like, 5 minutes later someone touches me weirdly, like, all the time.
Thankfully, the stalker eventually leaves. A few days later, Jasmine posted a video talking about the incident, saying that at first she was laughing as a defense mechanism, when in reality she was shocked and scared. It's scary the man did this knowing he's being live streamed. It really makes you wonder what he might have done if there were no cameras at all. It was September 2021. Popular streamer Trainwrecks TV was streaming from his apartment. It was a pretty mundane stream, with him simply talking with his live viewers. But that's when something deeply unsettling takes place. A bright green light was shined into his apartment.
I answer the call, you know, he lets this beautiful streak out. T-Dub?
Viewers in the chat began speculating as to what this could have been. Trainwrecks later explained what had happened. Disturbingly, someone had found out where he lives and shined a powerful laser through his window. This is incredibly creepy, and the exact reason why so many streamers avoid showing their windows. Now Trainwrecks has no sense of privacy within his own home, and now always streams with his blinds closed. It was 2019. A streamer named Ellie Gatto is walking around the streets of Japan. But that's when Ellie and her friend notice a creepy man has been following them for some time.
Let's go this way. Oh god. Oh my god.
And to make matters worse, the man is holding a katana.
Oh no, he's legit following us. Holy. Oh god. Oh god. Let's go find your husband. Let's go to your husband. Let's go to your husband.
They're visibly scared, but the man does not stop chasing them. Thankfully, a passerby notices what's going on and is able to stop the man. The stalker is arrested by police soon after. Thankfully, someone stepped in. Otherwise, things could have escalated and turned seriously bad. Comment down below which of these live streaming moments was the most scary. Subscribe if you haven't yet. These are the most mysterious, creepy, and unexplained places found on Google Earth that are These pranks got people arrested, with some sentenced to years in prison. On the morning of July 26, 2023, Florida police get an emergency 911 text. A woman named Lily Lee Combs says she's following a kidnapper's van. She continues to send updates, as multiple police departments join the chase. Police even deploy a helicopter to help find the kidnapper's van. But what police didn't know was, the entire thing was totally fake. After Lily stopped providing updates, police tried to call her.
Hello? Hello? Hi. Is this the... What's your name? Can you hear me? Hello? I'm trying to reach the person that called 911. Yeah, can you hear me? Oh, shut up.
After the call does not help police, they decide to trace the number, which reveals the texter was not on the interstate as they said, but instead in a house in a nearby town. And when police arrived at the house, they made an even more shocking discovery. Lily Lee Combs did not exist at all. Instead, it was all an 11-year-old girl playing a prank. Police and her furious parents confronted her.
I'm telling you this right now, you're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old that if you do something stupid in the future,
sure you're gonna enjoy those cuffs.
She said she got the idea to prank 911 after seeing an online challenge and simply thought it would be funny. Despite her tears, she was handcuffed by police. The girl's dad was even more furious than the police, who had wasted time trying to stop a kidnapping that wasn't even real, not to mention the expense of using a police helicopter. The girl apologized, saying she would never do this again. But she was still arrested and charged with 2 crimes, making a false police report, which is a felony, and misuse of 911, which is a misdemeanor, and she had to spend the night in jail. Some online said the reaction to this was too far, especially given the girl's age, but Florida police say she got what she deserved.
We had a massive police response. What happens if we crash into somebody and somebody loses their life? It's a life-teaching moment for her.
A much more disturbing prank took place in 2024. A man from Arizona went viral after spraying bug killer on food items at a Walmart. He posted the videos to social media, where he was already well known for doing prank videos. This time, however, he took things way too far. The internet was not happy and they wanted justice. Bug spray contains chemicals which are toxic when swallowed. Spraying them on or near food can cause nausea, vomiting, breathing problems, and even life-threatening poisoning. So the internet began working together, finding out who this guy was, which Walmart store he did this in, and eventually informing local police. He was soon identified as 27-year-old Charles Smith. Law enforcement put out a warrant for his arrest, and shortly after, he turned himself in. In the meantime, the Walmart store removed the contaminated fruit, vegetables, and rotisserie chickens, and had to clean the entire area. According to Walmart, they trashed around $930 worth of food, but it's unclear if any shoppers bought the contaminated food. As for Charles Smith, he was indicted on 4 charges, including adding harmful substances to food or drink, burglary, endangerment, and criminal damage. In court, he described himself as a troll who was already well known for controversial pranks. For example, pulling fire alarms in busy buildings, stealing mannequin heads and putting them in fast food fryers, locking people inside buildings, throwing cakes at people, spraying strangers with a fire extinguisher, putting bacon and eggs in people's laundry, and throwing a dead pigeon at a McDonald's employee. Charles was not punished for any of these other pranks, but for the bug spray prank, he was given a year in prison, which many said was far too light, as it's very possible people bought and ate the food he poisoned. But an even more dangerous prank took place in summer of 2018. A group of friends were in the Molten Falls Regional Park, located in Washington, USA. Some were swimming, while others were on top of a 60-foot tall bridge. 2 of the friends on the bridge were 16-year-old Jordan Holgerson and 18-year-old Taylor Smith. Jordan decided to dive off the bridge, as some people like to do, but had second thoughts at the last moment. But despite Jordan saying no, her friend Taylor decided to prank her by pushing her off the bridge.
3, 2.
Well, she's saying no.
No, I just.
Ready?
Leaving Jordan with 6 broken ribs, punctured lungs, and other internal injuries. Taylor was soon arrested for what she did, as the entire thing was caught on camera. In court, Taylor said Jordan wanted to jump, but she was scared, and that she had asked for a push. But in the video, Jordan clearly says no. Jordan also said Taylor deserved to go to jail for what she did, even if it was meant as a harmless prank.
All she's been doing is lying and disobeying her probation and everything, so I just don't think she really even cares.
In court, Taylor said she was sorry. Taylor pled guilty to reckless endangerment. Prosecutors recommended no jail time, but the judge refused, sentencing Taylor to as much time in jail as Jordan spent in hospital. 2 days. Jordan has now made a full recovery, but unsurprisingly, the pair are no longer friends. An even more reckless prank took place in 2020. A man in Morocco placed a table and a chair on a tram track, forcing the tram to stop. The man then sat drinking coffee, all while holding up an entire tram of people.
Drench your skin in creamy vanilla paradise with Palmer's Tahitian Vanilla.
5 years ago, we survived the end of the world, but we can't stay here.
We're gonna keep.
Introducing Smart Search from Homes.com, a new way to search the way you speak.
The man posted the video online, and while he did receive many TikTok views, the video was also seen by the local Casablanca police, leading to the 3 men involved being identified and arrested. It's incredibly reckless what the men did. Not only did they hold everyone up, but if the tram didn't stop in time, this man could have been injured or worse. They were found guilty of obstructing public traffic, which is a serious crime in Morocco. The man in the video was sentenced to 3 years in prison, while the other 2 men were given 2 years each. At least the prankster got some small fame from this, but the cameraman got absolutely nothing and had to spend 2 years sitting in prison. Let's hope those TikTok views were worth it. One thing we can all learn from this is, do not mess around with trams in Morocco. But a much more sinister prank took place in France. In 2025, a French social media influencer named Amin Mojito began going viral for a very bizarre type of prank. He would walk up to people and pretend to inject them with a syringe, filming their horrified reactions, as the people believed they had been injected with a substance or even a disease. Unsurprisingly, the videos gained a lot of views, with the reaction being almost entirely negative. How the hell does he think this is okay on any level? This is the same as someone running up to you with a fake gun and firing a blank. In spite of all the hate, Amin Mojito kept making these videos, presumably as they would go viral every time. But on October 3rd, 2025, Paris police finally took action. He was identified as Ilan Magneron. He was arrested and charged for these pranks. The prosecution requested he serve 15 months in jail, but he was only sentenced to 12, 6 of which were later suspended. Unsurprisingly, people were very upset by this, saying that 6 months is nowhere near enough time. In court, Ilhan said he had been in his own world, and that he, quote, didn't know anything. But it doesn't take a genius to understand the emotional damage this prank caused, leaving people terrified and paranoid. Unfortunately, Ilhan is already teasing his return, and will be back making videos by March 2026. Sometimes, pranks don't end with the prankster being arrested, but instead, the person who got pranked. That's what happened in April of 2023. An online prankster named Tanner Kirk was at a mall food court in Washington, D.C. It's unclear exactly what the prank was, but Tanner shoves the phone in a man's face. The phone plays the phrase, "Hey, quit thinking about my twinkle." The man tells Tanner to stop many times, and tries to back away, but Tanner continues to advance. The man then tries to push the phone away from his face, but the prankster never expected what would happen next. The man pulls out a firearm, firing a bullet into Tanner's stomach and liver. Miraculously, Tanner survived. The prank's victim, who was identified as Alan Coley, was arrested. Alan was charged with various crimes. The shooting sparked a massive panic with shoppers. Alan was acquitted of aggravated malicious wounding, and instead was only convicted of one lesser firearms charge. In court, he said he had felt menaced by Tanner, who is 6'5". After the court hearing, Tanner said he didn't really care, while his parents disagreed with the not guilty verdict.
I support Tanner in whatever he decides to do.
In no way was his life on the line, and he did not need to have deadly force.
Causing many to criticize Tanner's parents. Alan was sentenced to time served, as he had already been in jail for 8 months. His concealed carry permit was also revoked. But many online said Alan should not have spent any time in jail at all, much like in the case of 11-year-old Aaliyah Zarante. In December 2023, this Texas girl was arrested at school and was taken into police custody.
You have to take her. This is crazy.
911 had received a prank call, which they had traced to Aaliyah's phone. The only problem was the police weren't the only ones being pranked, as Aaliyah claimed a friend had made the call without her knowing as a prank. It's basically a prankception. Aaliyah's friend pranked the police while at the same time pranking Aaliyah, likely not realizing Aaliyah would be arrested for this. But when she was finally released to her parents, they were appalled by what had happened.
Nothing, no type of paperwork as to what she was charged with. It was handled so unprofessional.
Saying that their daughter was treated way too harshly. The investigation continued for some time, but in the end, no formal charges were filed. But many said handcuffing an 11-year-old girl like this was wrong, and a massive overreaction from Texas police. But Aaliyah is not the only kid to be arrested for a prank. In November of 2025, 5 kids, including 2 13-year-olds, were arrested in California after taking part in what's known as the Door Kick Challenge. a prank which involves kicking a homeowner's door in the middle of the night in an attempt to frighten or confuse them. The kids went on a spree doing this in Elk Grove, California, causing more than $680 in damages. Some of the kids wore ski masks or had their hoods up, causing scared homeowners to think they were about to be burglarized. The kids were soon arrested by police and could face felony charges. These kids were lucky to be arrested. It only takes one homeowner to get the wrong idea. Someone could come outside with a gun if they think their home is being broken into, meaning these kids could have been injured or worse, all because of a dumb prank. An even dumber prank took place in June of 2025. A man who goes by the username Tommy Tough Knuckles decided to pull some pranks on businesses in Long Island, dumping large containers of food on his head, including eggs and beans.
I'm Tommy Tough Knuckles, and I'm the reason why these egg prices are so high! Bean challenge! Give me your 50K, we'll do more!
Leaving a massive mess for these businesses to clean up. He did this all for likes on social media, but a few days later, he was identified as Kyle Vasquez and was arrested at his friend's home. He was charged with various crimes, as well as for an entirely separate prank, which involved entering private homes and asking to use the bathroom. Kyle created a GoFundMe for his legal fees. He pleaded not guilty and was released without bail, but there hasn't been any updates since June, meaning that the case may still be ongoing. Comment below which of these pranks was the most outrageous. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and
Bro got off.
these are the most
Skechers has the perfect holiday gift for everyone. Hands-free Cozy Fit Skechers Slip-ins. It's a hands-free holiday with Skechers Slip-ins.
Danielle Houchins. It was the morning of September 21st, 1996. 15-year-old Danielle Houchins left her house at around 11 a.m. She was angry as she'd had an argument with her family that morning. To calm down, she drove her truck to Cameron Bridge, a peaceful hiking and fishing area near to where she lived in Montana. Hours passed and Danielle did not return home. Her family began to get worried, so went out looking for her. Because Danielle would go there often, the first place they looked was Cameron Bridge. But when her family arrived, they would make a disturbing discovery. Danielle's truck was in the parking lot, unlocked and empty. And a few feet away, her car keys lay on the ground. It was clear something was seriously wrong. For 2 frantic hours, her family searched for her, yelling and screaming her name. But when this proved to be hopeless, they decided to call the police. At 5 p.m., police arrived on scene, as did a search and rescue team. But it was getting dark, making the search increasingly difficult and dangerous, mainly due to the water and marshes in the area. Because of this, officials were forced to suspend the search until morning. But 2 brothers who lived nearby and knew the area well ignored this, deciding to keep searching through the night. And after about 45 minutes of searching, they made a discovery that would scar them for life. In the marshes, they found Danielle's lifeless body. The brothers said it was clear that she had been subject to a brutal attack and had been dragged and hidden in this spot. An examination also confirmed she had been violated before she passed away. Her body was sent to the Montana State Crime Lab, where DNA that did not belong to Danielle was found. But a state medical examiner said that she had drowned and listed the manner of death as undetermined, a move that was later criticized heavily, as Danielle's family were led to believe her passing could have been an accident. This caused a massive amount of tension between the family and the police, with police even making public statements, saying that it could have been an accidental drowning. One sheriff named Cindy Botek said that crucial evidence was ignored. She attempted to reinvestigate the case in 2006, but was stonewalled by her superiors. In August of 2023, nearly 27 years after Danielle's death, Sheriff Dan Springer changed the official manner of death from undetermined to homicide. This was based on a re-examination of the evidence by private investigator Tom Elfmont. A year later, in 2024, the case would have a major breakthrough. 4 arm hairs that had been found at the crime scene scene were reanalyzed using technology that did not exist decades back. After examining the arm hairs, a DNA profile was obtained. This was then entered into the FBI's DNA database, which contains DNA profiles from criminals and crime scenes all over the USA. However, the search showed no matches, meaning the perpetrator's DNA was not in the FBI system. Undeterred by this, the investigators tried a new approach: forensic genetic genealogy. You see, if you have DNA from a crime scene, you can match it to a relative, if that relative's DNA is already on the FBI's database. And to investigators' surprise, this worked, allowing them to narrow their search down to a 55-year-old man, Paul Hutchinson from Dillon, Montana. On July 23, 2024, investigators went to Paul's home. Their goal was to question Paul, but investigators were not prepared for what would happen during the interview. Paul acted extremely nervously, sweating, scratching his face, and even chewing his hair. But the most revealing moment came when Paul was shown a photo of Danielle. Upon seeing the photo, Paul slumped in his chair and showed serious discomfort. While this wasn't evidence, it did catch investigators' attention. After the interview, the investigators left Paul's home, but they could never imagine what would happen next. Around 10 hours after the interview, Paul would call the police. He sounded distressed and said he needed help, but before giving any information, abruptly ended the call. When police showed up to Paul's house, they found his body on the side of the road. He had a self-inflicted gunshot wound. This was seen by investigators as an admission of guilt. Police later confirmed that the arm hairs found at Danielle's crime scene were a 100% match to Paul's DNA, meaning that Paul Hutchinson likely realized his time was up, after believing for nearly 3 decades that he'd gotten away with ending Danielle's life. Abby and Libby. It was February 13th, 2017 in Delphi, Indiana. 13-year-old Abby Williams and 14-year-old Libby German decided to go on a hike near Monon High Bridge. Their parents were skeptical at first, thinking it may be dangerous to allow their kids to hike in this area by themselves. But Abby and Libby were persuasive, so were eventually dropped off near the bridge at around 1 p.m. 1 hour into the hike, Libby posted this photo to Snapchat, showing Abby walking on a bridge. 1 hour later, at 3 p.m., Libby's father pulled up to the bridge, expecting to pick the girls up, as they had agreed to meet at that time and place. But Abby and Libby never showed up. Anxious, Libby's father called the police. A search party was formed, but the following day, a gruesome discovery would be made, with the girls' bodies being found near the Monon High Bridge. Near the girls, Libby's cell phone would also be found, and what investigators found on it shook them to their core. Libby had secretly recorded this video of the man who would moments later take Libby and Abby's lives.
See, this is the path. There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
You can hear the girls nervously whispering if the man is still there. You can then hear footsteps before the voice of their killer. Abby and Libby were ordered down the hill at gunpoint before both of their lives were ended. Police quickly released images of this man. Delphi was a small town of less than 3,000 people, so police were confident someone would come forward, but no one ever did. Despite his image and voice being caught on camera, no one seemed to know who this man was. The case would go cold for years. That was until September 2022. Investigators received a tip about a man named Richard Allen. 1 month later, Richard was taken into custody, but there was no actual evidence Richard had done the crime. He lived less than 5 minutes from the Monon High Bridge, living there with his wife and daughter. In December of 2021, Richard posted a photo of himself to Facebook, smiling in front of a police sketch of the suspect, with the photo apparently being taken in his home. At the crime scene, police had found an unspent .40 caliber round. It was determined the round had been put into a 6-hour P226, a firearm owned by Richard Allen. When police asked him about this, he said he never let anyone use or borrow his firearms. Richard had been working at a CVS pharmacy. When the girls had gone missing, Libby's grandmother had gone to that very CVS in order to print missing persons posters of the girls, and Richard did not charge Libby's grandmother for the printing, which is incredibly sinister given what we now know.
How did the bullet from your gun get out there?
I don't know.
Because they said it came from our gun.
I know that's what believe me, that's what they're telling me.
When paying with Cash App card feels pro, because you have roundups turned on.
Give me 17 cents on Bitcoin.
This is what Free Palestine means to Hamas.
I don't know.
Richard pled not guilty, but Richard had made various incriminating statements. On December 20th, 2024, Richard Allen was sentenced to 130 years in prison, nearly 7 years after stealing the lives of these 2 young girls. Mary Shalais.
Bro
On
was
February
sick though,
15th,
he deserved that.
1974, a horrifying discovery was made in Spring Brook, Wisconsin. The body of 25-year-old Mary Shalais from Minneapolis was found, sparking a case that would go unsolved for 5 decades. Mary, who was a student, had been hitchhiking from Minneapolis to Chicago. In the 1970s, hitchhiking was a common way young people would get around. So on February 15th, Mary would begin her journey, not knowing that on the same day, her journey and life would be cut short. A little over 1 hour into her trip, someone had ended her life, using a blade multiple times. Not much evidence was found at the crime scene, other than this cap, which presumably belonged to the killer. Mary's body was found by a local man named Denny Anderson. Denny said that a few hours prior, he had seen what appeared to be 2 people fighting, but he thought nothing of it and continued driving. But when he was driving back home past the same location, he saw Mary's body in the snow. Denny said the man she had been seen with had been driving a gold-colored car. Based on Denny's description, this sketch of the suspect was circulated. Police issued a nationwide alert, publishing Mary's photos and the sketch of the suspect. But the case went cold for the next 50 years. In 2023, the case would take a dramatic turn. Police decided to examine hairs from the cab and use forensic genetic genealogy. But this is where investigators would encounter a big challenge. The suspect's DNA led them to a family tree, but the suspect did not fit into it in an obvious way, leading police to believe the suspect might have been adopted, making things even more complex. Soon though, police identified a potential lead, a man named John Miller. Police determined he may have been adopted from the family identified by the DNA. John also had a daughter, so police went to interview the daughter and her mother. Surprisingly, the daughter agreed to give police her genetic profile, leading investigators to a terrifying discovery. The hair on the cab did in fact belong to John Miller. On November 7th, 2024, investigators went to John Miller's house in order to question him about Mary. At first, John denied any knowledge of the crime, but when he was shown the DNA evidence, his demeanor completely changed. He said he had picked up Mary when she was hitchhiking, and when she was in his car had tried to flirt with her. But when Mary rejected him, he ended her life using a blade. John even admitted the cap was his. On March 27th, 2025, John Miller was sentenced to life in prison for ending Mary Schlatz's life 50 years prior. John is now 85 years old, meaning that while justice did take a long time, he will spend his final days behind bars, having to think about the evil crime he committed all those decades ago. Long Island Serial Killer. The Long Island Serial Killer is a name given to the man responsible for the Long Island murders. It's believed the serial killer has taken around 11 people's lives, with the majority of them being young women. The killer was known to dump the bodies along the Ocean Parkway. Police began investigating in May of 2010. A 24-year-old woman named Shannon Gilbert had called 911. She was fleeing the area after a meetup with a man had gone wrong. She made a call to 911, saying that someone was after her, and that they were trying to kill her, but she did not say her exact location. A police unit and a dog went to the area. Shannon was not found, but instead, police would make an even more disturbing discovery. 4 separate women's bodies were found. A few months later, in December, Shannon's body was found, and in March of 2011, another woman's body was found. The month after that, the remains of an unidentified girl, an unidentified Asian male, and a woman named Valerie Mack were also found, all in the same general area. Soon after, police found 2 more bodies. Police knew they had a serial killer on their hands, but for over a decade, the case went cold. That was until 2022. Thanks to new technology, the case was reopened. Police re-examined cell phone data and found the killer had used burner phones to contact the victims. These burner phones led police to a man named Rex Heuermann, an unlikely suspect. He was a well-respected married father, working as an architect in New York. In July of 2023, he was indicted and arrested. Investigators examined examined Rex's cell phones and found he was pinged near 3 of the victims. Police also found an uneaten pizza crust in Rex's trash, and using this, linked his DNA to one of the victims. Police also found numerous burner phones owned by Rex. Disturbingly, one of those burner phones belonged to one of the victims, which Rex even used to contact the victim's family, saying, "I killed her." As of October 2025, Rex is being held at Riverhead Correctional Facility in New York. No trial date has been set, but it could begin in 2026. It really is unsettling to know that a successful family man could actually be a modern-day serial killer hiding in plain sight. Comment below which of these cold cases was the most shocking. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And
Alright, I'm off here, family.